You've heard of batching before, right? It's one of those business buzzwords people love to throw around. But here's the thing. Batching the wrong way can actually slow you down. And batching just because someone told you this is how you have to do it, that's a recipe for frustration. So today, I want to give you my take on batching, how I've used it in different seasons, the ways that I've tried it, and how I finally found a system that works for me. Because when you batch with intention, it's a total game changer for your productivity and your sanity.
Hey, teacher friend. Welcome to Online Business for Teachers, the podcast for educators who are tired of being tired and wondering if there's more out there. Are you up late Googling online jobs for teachers or how to make extra money from home? Do you dream about starting a business, working from home, or finally getting paid for the resources you've already created without adding more stress to your plate? I'm Monica Lopez, a former teacher who was burnt out, overwhelmed, and secretly searching for a way out. I wanted more time with my kids, the freedom to work from home, and a way to make money doing something I actually enjoyed. That's when I discovered the simplest path, creating and selling my own teacher resources, using the skills I already had. Now, I help teachers like you turn your ideas into income with step-by-step guidance, real talk about finding time to grow your business, and the mindset shifts that help you believe it's actually possible. So close those lesson plans and grab your favorite drink. It is your turn now.
Speaking of productivity, if you want to see your business growth in real numbers, you have got to download the Google Sheet Tracker for TPT sellers that I use to keep up with the most important numbers like sales and followers and email subscribers and reviews and all of the things. You can update it each month and watch your progress over time, even on the days that it feels like nothing is moving. So grab your free tracker. The link is in the show notes so that you can see how much your business is actually growing. When I first heard of batching, I honestly thought it meant that you had to do things in giant blocks all at once, like sit down and create an entire course in a week or record 3 months of podcast episodes in one single weekend. And I tried that. And you know what? It burned me out. But it also helped me understand something. Batching does work. You just have to find the right way. So when I batched smaller, like more intentional chunks of work, then I actually finished more things. Over the years, I've batched in different ways depending on the season that I'm in. So sometimes it's batching podcast episodes, sometimes it's creating products for my store, sometimes it's emails. The key is to realize that batching doesn't have to look the same way for everyone, and it doesn't even have to look the same way for you all year round. So let's break this down into a few batching styles that you can try and then decide which one works best for you. Number 1, batching by task. This one is all about grouping the type of work that you are doing. So let's say that you're in a season of creating a product line. You can break it down like this. You can start with the idea phase and just brainstorm the whole product line at once. And then you can move on to the creation phase and design or write all the core materials or just the template that you're going to use. And then go into the visuals and the listing. So make all the thumbnails and the previews and the product descriptions. And then finally, publish them all at once. You upload them all and publish them all on the same day. The reason that doing this might be powerful is because you're bundling that product line and your audience sees all the individual products and the bundle in their inbox at the same time, which means there's a much higher chance that they'll go straight for the bundle. Okay. You can do the same thing with the emails. You can research what you're going to write about, like product launches. If you have a product launch coming up, if you have blogs that you're writing or have written, seasonal topics or whatever it is that you are going to write about. You can also research the best-selling products for the upcoming month or two and decide which ones you are going to promote within the near future. Okay. And then the next day or the next time you sit down to work, you write all your emails in one sitting. This can be a big task. So if you think you have the energy and the stamina to do it, great. If not, just, if it doesn't work for you, move on to something else. Okay, so research them all on one day, write them all on the next day or two, and then schedule them all at once. That way, you don't even have to worry about emails for a month or two, depending on how many you have scheduled. This works because you're keeping your brain in the same mode instead of switching between writing and designing and admin work every 5 minutes, because you already know it takes about 20 minutes to get back on task, right? All right, so that is batching by task. You can also batch by topic. This is when you dedicate an entire day or even multiple days to just one category of work. For example, I have a podcast day where all I do is podcast related tasks. I brainstorm or review my list of episode ideas, and then I outline each episode, and then I record them all, and then I also write the show notes and then schedule them into Podbean. Okay? So for me, all of that happens on the same day or two so that I can stay in podcast mode. All right. So sometimes it'll all happen in one day, and sometimes it happens over the course of 2 or 3 days, depending on how many podcasts I am recording. Okay, so another example is my membership materials. I dedicate an entire day or maybe just a few days, sometimes it's a whole week, to brainstorming, outlining, and creating those activities. I don't switch over to other tasks until I am finished with that. So that is batching by topic. And then you can also batch by energy. This one is underrated, but it is so important. Some tasks require a lot of creativity, like writing or designing or brainstorming, while others are more administrative, like updating product listings or scheduling posts or organizing files. I like to batch by energy level too. So like on days when I'm feeling creative, I'll do all the big idea work. And on days when my brain feels like mush, I focus on the lower energy tasks that still move things forward. And the way that I do this is by syncing with my cycle. And that's like a whole nother episode that's coming up here in the future. So stay put for it. And it'll involve how to put all of these things together. You're batching by energy and by topic and by task to help you be even more productive. Okay? But here's what I want you to remember. There's no right way to batch. You get to try different methods and see which one feels good for you. And you don't have to batch everything. You can start small. Like this week, your task can be pick one thing that you can batch and then knock it out. It could be like a product from start to finish, or a month's worth of emails, or updating 5 old product listings, or whatever you choose. Just stick with it until it's done. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish when you stop switching tasks. Okay? And if you're ready to take this even further, let's figure out exactly how batching could work for your teacher business. In a one-on-one call, we'll look at your schedule, your goals, and your current projects, and I'll help you design a batching plan that actually fits your life. No one-size-fits-all advice, just a clear, simple system that you can stick to. So book your call today, and let's get you batching in a way that feels good and also gets you the results that you want. The link is in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening today, and have an amazing week. See you later.
Hey, teacher friend, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If this show is helping you dream a little bigger, would you take 30 seconds to leave a quick review? It means the world to me, and it helps more teachers find their way to this podcast. I'll meet you back here next week. Take care and keep dreaming bigger.